All right, so I said this in one video. I'm going to say it in this one. All right, it is storming like crazy, and I want to go over this Steph Castle interview. So let's see if we can make it.
I want some rest. Are we having fun yet?
All right, and when I say make it, just so it's clear, not that I think I'm going to die or anything. It's just make it as in the lights don't come off. Steph Castle,
Morning, man. Morning.
our future point guard, maybe, possibly. He doesn't have to be because he's so versatile. What do you have to say for yourself, my boy? Take it away.
Feel okay?
Yeah, it's getting there.
He just got his twist done. Looks good. Looks good, my boy.
Just getting back comfortable. Taking bumps again. Not really having it in the back of my mind while I'm playing. So, yeah.
Was that tough against Minnesota? How physical they are? Did you get hit a few times?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like I was playing kind of timid to not get hit. So, just the more reps I go through, the more comfortable I get.
He said he was playing soft.
Bumps again, but I mean, yeah, they do have a pretty physical defense, so I'm sure that played a part into it.
You had been starting for a while now. Was it an adjustment to fitting in on the bench again the other night?
I mean, not really. I mean, we have 5 guys on the court that can, all play. So,
Almost forgot.
really just going out there and, making the most of, your minutes.
Do you end up playing less with Chris that way when you're coming off the bench?
Sometimes, yeah. I feel like they kind of sub us in for each other when I'm coming off the bench. But, I mean, just to have another ball handler like that out there, like us playing together, definitely helps.
So he's got to shout at you from the bench now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hold on.
Do you feel that with all these injuries and different rotations,
That's,
you being out, Devin being out, everybody,
That's Steph Castle in
almost the entire
2003.
team throughout the season, is there a comfortability that you guys are lacking, or do you hope that in the near future you're able to settle in on some constant rotations?
Yeah, I just feel like we haven't really, gotten to a consistent groove.
There we go.
I feel like we've had, streaks where we're playing good, like we string 3 good games in a row, and then somebody gets hurt, and then, everything's off balance again. So really just trying to get everybody healthy so we can.
There were some games during the season that the Spurs looked really good. I mean, really good, to the point where I still hold this still holds true. Okay, I was just saying, like, I think we could beat anybody in the NBA on any given night. Like, I didn't feel that way last season, right? I just felt like the talent is always going to catch up to us. But the Spurs are always given crazy amount of effort. If they have all their talent on the court, or at least most of their talent on the court consistently, they could beat anybody. They could beat anybody. If Wemby's on that court, if Sohan's on that court, if Vassell is hitting on, not all cylinders, just a few cylinders, we're good, man. We're good. We could beat anybody, and we can come back from any game too. So I truly do believe that. Now, as far as like if the Spurs are in the playoffs and how a series would go, no, I don't think we win a series. But as it stands right now, yeah, I think we can win any given night, any given regular season game.
Play at, compete at full strength.
Given that, are you surprised that you get to this point of the season and you're 13-13 and you're right in contention for at least a play-in situation?
I mean, I wouldn't say surprised. I mean, I believe in everybody on our team. I mean, obviously, I wasn't here in the locker room last year, so I can't really compare, how it was last year. So coming into this year, we're really just trying to win.
How have you, I mean, he was bringing up playing with Chris. How is life for you developed?
One thing I've been hearing a lot is, and the players have said it enough where we can bring it up. They keep talking about last year, where it seemed like Steph Castle heard some things about the locker room last year. And I wonder if they just weren't that hot about, like, our competitors, like Devin Vassell, Sohan, and Wemby, if they just weren't that hot about our bench last season. Maybe McDermott and Chetty Osman. Not saying these are bad guys or anything. I love those players, but I just wonder if they felt like they were lacking, some of that grit, right? Because Wemby and Sohan are kind of nasty. All right, they're kind of nasty. Personality wise, they're probably pretty rough, right? And I think Chris Paul kind of fits right in with that. So I don't know. It's happening a lot to the point where now I'm like, I don't know. They didn't really care for that locker room last season. They like it better this season.
Without
And I don't think it's just talent. That's my point. I don't think it's just talent. I don't think they would bring it up this often. It's some mentality thing. I don't know.
on the court, like when you have to maybe initiate more offense? Have you gotten more and more comfortable as the season's gone along doing so?
Yeah, for sure. Just having them in my ear has made it, a lot easier. Knowing what to look at, knowing, just playing smarter. I mean, pretty much my whole life I've been using my athleticism, my speed against people, but now being able to think the game a different way and give myself an advantage that way has definitely helped.
How familiar have you become playing with Devin? Obviously, he's kind of been capped a little bit and he's coming off the bench, but how has that relationship, that on-court relationship, developed for you two?
I mean, I feel like we click pretty easily. I feel like we play off each other pretty well, but I feel like that just goes to, our off-the-court relationship. I feel like we're getting closer and closer every day, off the court, especially coming from the same city to here. So, I feel like that's just sparked our on-the-court relationship a lot more.
Have you been studying some Trae Young tape?
I've been watching them all season, but just as the days lead up, just watching them more and more.
Looking forward to that?
Yeah, for sure. I'm looking forward to really every matchup. So to play a guy like that, who's already established himself in the league, it's gonna be fun.
Were you a Hawks fan at all growing up?
Very similar to Sohan, given a lot of people. I think there's an issue where Spurs fans sometimes will, and this happened all the time last season, that they will see the the end stats of certain players, like stars on the team or on the opposing team, and then say that an individual player on our team didn't do anything, right? Like Sohan, his main matchup would be Luka Doncic, and you can go back into the stats, the advanced analytics, and you can see exactly what Luka scored when Sohan was on him, and he didn't score well at all. Okay, but in those games he had good games, and I think that a lot of people get that misconstrued and just say, oh, he put up 40 on it, and it's like, no, he didn't. Like that didn't happen. He struggled when that player was on him. I feel the same thing with Castle, right? I think that a lot of matchups have struggled when he's on the court. Maybe we should hold on. I'm gonna let him talk. Let's see if we can find some stats on how players have done. This is a vibe. We'll see. Yeah, see if I'm right.
Where you did?
By default, I guess. Yeah.
Who was your guy for the Hawks? Like your favorite guy growing up?
I don't know. I feel like when I was real young, I could just remember Jeff Teague being there. So just watching a lot of him, using him in 2K. So.
Is anybody from home making the trip out for the game on Thursday?
My family, of course. Most of my family still lives in New York, but my inner family is definitely gonna be there.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Out of curiosity, with Jared McCain being sidelined for, I guess we don't know how long yet. It seems you might be in the driver's seat for this Rookie of the Year race. Is any part of you thinking about that at all, or?
The McCain thing.
Really.
The McCain thing. I saw some people being really ugly about that, like seeing that McCain's injured and being like, "Oh, well, I guess yay, our guy wins." Like, who wants to? I don't want him to win it like that. But yeah, I do think that. It's undoubtable that Castle will probably win it, but I didn't want it like this.
I wasn't really thinking about it. Last week, the week before. I just take it game by game. And, I feel like, God's gonna handle everything. I hate that, Jared went out. He was having a great season. That's one of my guys. I was just talking to him 2 weeks ago, a week ago. So, I hate to see him sidelined, but, I'm ready.
All right, so I guess it depends on who you're looking at. So let's see. And he's a rookie, so it's not going to be good as Sohan's was last year. But let's see here. So Colin Sexton, he had a really tough time with Colin Sexton. You can see, and this is when he's guarding them, okay? So matchup minutes, how many points? That's quite a few points. In 17 minutes, and then Spurs kept him on him. 22 points from Sexton, Colin there. De'Aaron Fox, so it seems like he has some trouble with these quicker guards, it seems. Keontae George, 12 in 10 minutes. That's pretty doggone good with 52%. Jalen Green, 52%, 8 points. Let's see here. Austin Rivers, 51. But this is when it gets pretty impressive. Kyrie Irving, 39%. Wait. That's partial position. Sorry. I'm looking at the wrong thing. I am so sorry. I am so off on this. Here we go. Actually, let's start over. Yeah, so I will hold on to that. Colin Sexton and De'Aaron Fox did a good job. So, their percentage is pretty good. Keontae George only shot 38%. Jalen Green shot 50%, so that's not good. But Austin, okay, it's even better than I thought. Austin Reeves, 28% when he's guarding him. Kyrie Irving, 28% when he's guarding him. SGA, 60%. How many? Ooh, he went off. In only 6 minutes. He averaged 6 minutes on him. He put up 13 points. Ooh, that's pretty doggone good. I ain't gonna lie, that's pretty good. Let's see. Jordan Poole shot 75%, which is also good. Let's see. How does Steph do? All right, this one's really good. Steph Curry with 7 minutes, 55 seconds on him, scored 33. He shot 33% and only had 3 points when Castle was on him. D'Angelo Russell. It felt like D'Angelo Russell was killing us. He shot, was that 50%? But he only put up 2 shots on him. So 2 points. Yeah, so he's done a pretty good job. I think the main thing that this shows right here is just how many minutes the Spurs are willing to put him on some of the better players, better perimeter players of the opposing teams. Really, really impressive stuff. But yeah, I would say it's not as impressive as, some of the stuff we looked at from Sohan last season. But once again, Sohan's older. He already had season under his belt and all that good stuff. So yeah, Steph Castle's going to be a monster, bro.
Ready for him to come back. I feel like he's going to make a great impact for that team.
Steph, what was the team's reaction or your reaction to Pop's statement yesterday? Did you guys see that about his thanking the fans and also...
This really sucks because Steph Castle, I don't even think has really had the opportunity to get too close to Pop, and I hate that.
The words "return to the bench," was that encouraging for you guys?
We've already, encouraged Pop, throughout this whole process. So, that wasn't like a new statement to us. It was new to the public, obviously, but, he's been giving us word. Just giving him encouragement, on his return. So, I don't know what the team's reaction to it was, but, I'm happy that, he's, able to, come out with a statement like that for the public.
I like that perspective because they're asking the player, because they asked Sohan that too. They're like, oh, how did you guys react? But it's like, man, we've been talking to him. Like, it's nothing,
Has he been in communication with the team or the coaches or just in general? How updated have y'all been on how he's doing off the court?
Can you imagine how dramatic that would be if that's the first time the team is hearing back from Pop is a public statement? God, Pop would be such a drama queen. Oh my God. If he wasn't talking to anybody and that's how he's communicating to his team, like he's making this big grandiose thing. Oh man, he would be such a drama queen.
I know he's talking to the coaches probably every day. Me personally, I haven't talked to him every day, but here and there he'll give some encouragement to the team.
Speaking of things to look forward to, Christmas Day game, you guys are part of that marquee lineup. How much are you looking forward to being a part of that, playing on Christmas?
I can't wait for it. I remember just growing up every Christmas watching the Christmas game, so to be a part of one, especially in New York where most of my family is at, it's gonna be fun.
Would you do?
I'll be honest, guys, I rarely watched any NBA Christmas games. I get when the Spurs played, I caught it, but I do not watch those. I think the last one I watched, this was a while ago, I think they had LeBron versus Kyrie, the first time them meeting again, or maybe the second time of them meeting again to go against each other. I didn't even watch that full game. I think that was a Christmas game.
Start to finish with the games, would you watch the whole lineup no matter who was playing?
It depends on what time the game come on. Really, yeah. I try to open my gifts kind of early. So.
Yes, sir. All right, that was good. All right. What did we learn today? Just that Steph Castle seems like a good kid. Let's see. Someone put Rookie of the Year. Don't ever change. Only evolve, please. Praying for your good fortune. My guy's nice. You can tell he watches so much film when you see him play from game to game. Can't wait for year 2. Man, it's going to be nasty. You absolutely right. It's going to be, I'm liking that. It's going to be so nasty. Year 2 is going to be so nasty. All right. Get with you guys later. Till next time. Bye.